is this? Hi, Susie. Let's record. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try to record this. I don't know if it's gonna work. Recordings from Zoom calls never work very well. So anyway, I just want to talk to, these Zoom calls are designed for us to really just kind of dig into whatever you guys are struggling with, whatever you feel like you need more help with, any areas that you feel like maybe what's working well and you want to share, anything like that. So it's really just to kind of talk on a more personal level, because our team calls, you don't get a lot of feedback or anything like that. So that's the point of this. But I today want to talk to you guys a little bit about challenge groups. A lot of you started in challenge groups, and you probably know that they really are like the bread and butter of our business. They are where you get your customers. They're the customers, the good customers, the ones who turn into your best coaches generally. You get your referrals that way. Like, if you don't create a great experience for someone in a challenge group, then they're probably not going to continue on. They probably don't have a great transformation story. They probably don't have a lot of people asking what they're doing. They're not going to have referrals for you. They're not going to have Sarah. They're not going to have, and they're not going to want to become a coach, because they're like, okay, well, what was that? That wasn't anything incredible. That wasn't me having the help of a team and a bunch of supportive people. So basically, we really want to give our challengers the absolute best experience possible. And so that means, you have to show up every single day. Like, even if you only have 1 or 2 challengers in a challenge group, make sure that you show up. So maybe that means, checking in with that person every day. If they're not posting in the group, just encourage before you begin. Like, I always post that in my groups, but always load the group before. You don't want to add somebody to a group if you can at all help it on the Sunday that it starts or the Monday that it starts. You really want to add them in on the Friday before when we open the group. So they can get the meal plan stuff together. They can get everything that they need to get done. Otherwise, they're going to start on Monday and be way behind and feel overwhelmed, and then they're probably going to drop out because they already feel so far behind. So you want to make sure that they actually have all that information on Friday. And if you're actually the one running the group, or you're the coach in charge of setting that up, load everything into the group beforehand. And all the resources that I use, I put in our files on our team page. But you load up the meal plans, you load up any of the 21-day fix resources. If it's a fixed group, you load in all the Shakeology recipes, all that stuff, the welcome, the intro, welcome message, all that. Load into the group before you open the group. Then add your people. I always add my husband, because it doesn't let you open a group unless you add someone, right? So I always add my husband and then delete him. So he's fine with that. But you could add another coach if you know you're co-coaching it with somebody or whatever. But so I always load everything in, and then I make sure that they know the more they participate, the better. The people who have the best transformations are the people who check in every single day. I mean, there is really a direct correlation there. But so something you can do, you don't want challenge groups to overwhelm your life. Like, I have, I guess, 6 going on right now. And that's not too many for me, but it gets to be a lot. Like, that's really my limit. More than that, I have a hard time kind of keeping up with everybody. But what you want to do is set specific times throughout the day. If you don't want to be tied to your phone, which most of you do not want to be tied to your phone, you want to check in at specific times throughout the day. So let's say 8 o'clock, noon, and 8 p.m. You just said when those times should be. But like, set 3 specific times, and then like 15 minutes each time, or 10 minutes each time, or however long it takes. And you can just go through and comment on the people's posts who have posted. You can tag your challengers if they haven't posted. It's just kind of a good way to do it so it's not overwhelming. And you kind of catch everybody who checks in the morning, and then or maybe they did it late at night after you went to bed, because I know I go to bed relatively early. So if somebody posts something after 10 o'clock, I'm probably not going to see it until the next day. So that's something I catch them in the morning. And I always have the motivational post scheduled in the morning. And then I can check in then. I can check in at lunch if I need to, if anybody's posted, and I can check in at dinner or after dinner in the evening to see how everybody's day went. So that works really well, so you're not actually on your phone constantly throughout the day checking notifications, because if you've been doing this any amount of time, your spouse is probably like, you're on the phone all the time, you're on Facebook all the time. So that's one thing you can do to alleviate that. And so just cut those hours back by just setting specific times to check in. If you have time to check it when you get a notification, that's fine. But if you don't, then just set those 3 times throughout the day. So that's one tip that I have that works really well. But you should really, I kind of touched on this, but you really should treat your challenge groups like they're your job. Like that is your job. You show up every single day and you just cannot drop people off and leave them, or you will not have a thriving business. I know we get busy, but it's absolutely imperative that you check in every single day with your challengers. If you need to schedule posts, if you decided, like I always do a division of labor kind of thing in my challenge groups, so everybody has an assigned day. But if you know that your day is Wednesday and you're going to be busy Wednesday, then schedule the post. Just to get Postcron, POSTCRON.com is what a lot of us use. It's what I use. I think it's like $9 a month or something like that. It's not very much. But there's also a free account. So if you only want to schedule once a week or something like that, then you can do it for free. I mean, it's not going to cost you anything to do that. So just go use postcron.com. You can sign up through Facebook, and then you can schedule your posts. So tell whoever's leading, whoever opened the group, that you want to be an admin in the group, so you can schedule your posts. And then you schedule them for whatever time. If your day is Wednesday, then you schedule that Wednesday's post. And you can add the image and all that stuff. So that's another tip I have. Schedule your post. If you can't show up live or you're going to forget, schedule it in advance. Like I use Sundays, and that's my day to schedule everything for the week. And I actually do it a little bit further out. I usually do like 3 weeks at a time or so for most challenge groups. But just a week at a time is fine. If you are not going to be there, if nighttime is your busy time, then schedule your posts. That's another tip I have for you. Then something else I want you to do is use the note on your phone. If you have an iPhone, you have the notes, the app. It's not really an app, the notes on there. Or you can use Evernote if you like that app. It's a great one I love. You can also use Google Drive or something like that, so you can access whatever you have on any device, any computer or your mobile device. And what I want you to do is write the name of, you can also use a spreadsheet. I have on my computer a spreadsheet for every challenge group. But I have the name of every person and have the name of the group, the date it started, the date it's going to end, and all the people within that group who are my challengers. So then when I am going through, I don't have to go, wait, who do I have in this group? And you might only have one group running right now, but eventually you're going to have more than that running. So you don't want to go, oh wait, who's in that group? Like, when did that group start? They all sort of start running together. So you need to keep it all organized. So put those people on a note or in a spreadsheet or whatever. That way, I do it on a note on my phone as well as a spreadsheet, because the note I'm always on my phone and I have it right there. And I can go, okay, I have Jennifer, Deborah, whomever in this group. And I can just quickly go see if they've posted anything. And then every third day, I like to I have a little reminder on my phone. Every third day, I check to see when they last posted. You probably noticed on the top right of your groups, you can search within the group. So you just use the little magnifying glass and search for that person's name. So I'll just search for Deborah, and it'll pull up the last time she's posted. So I'll see when Deborah last posted. If it's been a few days, then I'm going to send her a private message. And so the way I do that, and the way that works best for me, because I'm all about time. I'm very efficient. If you don't know me yet, know me well, that's kind of my strength, is I get a lot done in a short amount of time. So what I do is I get my iPhone and I go to my Facebook Messenger, and I click on, if you look at it, I actually click on the little microphone that's there, and I will just do a Facebook message. You hold on the microphone, and they cut you off at 1 minute. So it's kind of nice. You have to be brief. But I do this when I'm stretching after I work out at 4:30 in the morning. So super early, but it's better than a text, because you don't want to be sending somebody a text at 4:30 in the morning, right? So I actually do a voice message right then. When I'm done, if I realize somebody hasn't checked in 3 days or whatever, I have on my little list to follow up with them. So I'll send them a little voice message. Hey, Deborah. I'm just going to keep using your name. Sorry, Deb. Sorry, Deborah. But so I'd be like, hey, Deborah, I just haven't heard from you in a few days. Want to make sure everything's okay. Check in with me when you can. Want to make sure that you have everything you need, or that everything's going well, or whatever, that kind of thing. Or I'm worried about you. I haven't heard from you. That usually means you're either really busy or you're struggling. So to let me know how you're doing. That kind of thing. And it's really short and sweet. But the voice messages are so much more personal than the typed message. Plus it's quicker, but they can hear the inflection in your voice. They can hear that you're not just being like a bug, like, how's it going? Whatever. I do that sometimes too, but it's just kind of nice for them to hear your voice, and they can connect with you in that way. So I like to do voice messages if my challengers aren't checking in or haven't in a few days. So that's another tip I have for you that's really quick and easy, but have a note of their names so you can just go through quickly every third day and see who hasn't checked in. If they haven't checked in, have them on your list to send them a voice message the following morning, or whenever you decide to do it, when in your power hour, whenever you decide to send messages, do that. And then make sure within your challenge groups that this will save you so much time down the road. I cannot stress this enough. If there's a quote you like, if there's a recipe you like, a 21 Fix recipe, or just a healthy recipe, if there is a motivational post you like, a picture that you like, a meme, whatever, save it. Save it in a folder. Like, organize your folders now. You don't want to wait and 6 months from now go, oh man, I wish I'd saved that back then. I wish I'd started this back then. Don't do that. Save it all now. So I have a folder for healthy recipes. I have a folder for transformations. I have a folder for my challenge groups, like the pictures I use. If I recycle one or whatever, I have a folder that's just specifically for those pictures. I have a folder for clean eating. I have a folder for our team, like for pictures of people in our team. So if I need a picture really quickly of them, I can just pull it up. Things like that. But you want to organize those for your challenge groups. So you also want to have, I like a spreadsheet because my personality is red. For those of you who know the color code, I'm very detail-oriented, organized spreadsheets. I like straight lines and numbers and all of that kind of thing. So I like organization. So what I do is use an Excel spreadsheet. You can also use the Google Drive. I love that one because you can access it, like I said earlier, from any device. So you don't have to have your specific laptop if you're going to be somewhere else. But what you want to do is save for me, this is what I do. I should pull it up for you. Let me see if I can let me pull it up and then share my screen. Just a minute. You can see it. Okay. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay, so let me share my screen. Oh, shoot. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, can you guys see it? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what my big, huge spreadsheet looks like for my challenge groups. In this column A here, I have the post. In column B, I have the name of the accompanying picture. So I write a post. I have about 90 or 100 posts that I kind of cycle through that I like. So basically, I choose whatever post I'm going to have, but I write it all out one time so I don't have to do it every single challenge group. And then I put the picture in column B. And then sometimes I have a note, like in Wednesday, like I'll do this one, I'll say Wednesday afternoon, I'm going to post this one or whatever, and it doesn't have a picture that goes with it. But basically, I just go through. Sometimes I'll have a day of the week, or I'll say midday, you need to post that one, or whatever. And I just go through and have all my posts here. And the colors are like blue, for instance, is where one of my groups left off. So they're on this day. I got 99 options. 99 options is the name of the picture. And the picture is usually like the first few. The name of the picture is usually like the first 3 words of the picture, or the first 4 words of the picture, just to keep it simple. So you're not like, what did I name that picture? And you're looking for it. So in column is the highlighted portion is where I am in a group. So that's kind of how I keep track of it. I just move the highlighted cell. But basically, I know exactly where I am at all times in a group. And this is the picture. Like I said, this is the post, and this is the day of the week that I'll post it. And I mean, I can always venture from that, but that's basically what I do. And so I would highly, 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 highly recommend you start a file, or maybe Google Docs work, or a Word document works better for you, whatever you like, whatever makes sense in your brain. Like, write out your post that you're gonna make, and save it. Like, do those now. You don't have to come up with 90 right now or 100 right now, but just start a file with some, so you always have something from which to pull. So pictures, save the ones you like. There are some on Google, but you see them all over Facebook all the time, or from other coaches or whatever. Just start getting in the habit of saving what you like in folders that make sense. Like, I have a folder for water. I have a folder for, like, really just anything like that, so I can find it quickly. For humor, gosh, I should pull up my folders. Let me see what else, just to give you a better idea. I have a folder for Beachbody specific, so specific program pictures. I have a picture for motivation. I have a picture for Saturday, so related to a scale or weighing. I have a picture of, a folder of Shakeology recipes. I have a folder of workouts, water, recipes, all those types of things. So that kind of organization is your best friend down the road. Okay, so it's very important. Don't just dismiss it and say, I'll do it later. Like, just start it now. Even if you have one post, start it now. And there are also challenge group guides. If you haven't looked, some of you newer coaches don't know this, but if you go to the marketing tab, when you log into the Coach Online Office, you go to sales and marketing, and then go to product toolkits. Under that tab, you have challenge group guides, and there's one for every single program. So even if you've never done a program before, you have a challenge group guide there for that program. You can see, like, how long it is, or how long each workout is, how many days of the week it is, so what the schedule is, all of that. But it also gives you a post for every single day. So if you've never done this before, and you don't have a wealth of knowledge about fitness and nutrition and all of that yet, then start there. Pull those and go, okay, this is a really great post. I think I would like to take this one and make it my own, or tweak it a little bit or whatever, or take it exactly as it is. That's fine too. But they're there for you to use. So you don't have to just think you need to come up with this great stuff. They weren't around when I developed my system, and so I haven't used any of them, but I've looked at them before, and there's some good stuff there. So don't feel like you have to reinvent the wheel. You don't at all. So definitely do that. So your takeaways from this are, or they hopefully are, check in every single day with your group, go through, but choose times throughout the day that make sense. So I like to do it 3 times a day, unless I have more. Sometimes I'm just available on my phone, and I can, if I get a notification, I can check it right away. Or if it's during my power hour or during work time or whatever, then I'll check it. But if not, if you have a job, a regular job outside of this or whatever, then set specific times during the day where you can check in. Then make a note or some sort of list somewhere of your, I know what I was going to tell you. So I have a list, a note of all the challengers in each group, so I can refer to it quickly when I'm going through and checking all the challengers I have within a group. But if you also should keep up with their goals and their progress. So I have a spreadsheet, the same spreadsheet I just showed you actually. One of the tabs is for each challenge group I have. I have a million tabs across the bottom, or worksheets, or whatever you want to call them. But one is for each challenge group, and I have all of their names, and I have their goals when they start, and then on their Saturdays, like, I write down progress they've made or whatever they've posted every single week, so I know kind of where they're going. So I can always, if they're struggling or whatever, I can always go, well, remember when you told me this? Remember how you felt about this? Remember why you started this group? Remember, whatever. Or, oh my gosh, you're approaching 40 pounds. This is amazing. That kind of thing. You just want to help them. sort of, you want to help guide them. And it's best to do that if you remember where they are. And you're not like, wait, has this person lost any weight? I don't know. I'm not paying attention. Like, you don't want to be that person not paying attention. You want to know exactly where your people are so you can help them get to their goals. I mean, that's our whole job, right? And if you do well, if you really run challenge groups well, you're going to have some amazing transformations. I mean, look at Jackie, right? She started in my challenge group in March of last year, and she's over 100 pounds now, 103 pounds. So, I mean, that's amazing, right? And I mean, you've seen the success stories. So she started having people asking her what she was doing. She didn't start out as a coach. She had people asking her because she kept losing weight and kept losing weight and kept losing weight. And they were like, that's amazing. And so she would send me referrals, and I was like, you know, you should really be coaching instead of sending me referrals. And so she did that. And anyway, if you give them a good experience, they're going to send people your direction, or they're going to become coaches themselves and be amazing because they had a great experience. So we really want to pay that forward. Okay, so anyway, that's everything I have for you. Do you have specific questions for me about challenge groups? I don't want to be the one doing all the talking. I keep looking over at the TV, sorry. They're going to announce the So You Think You Can Dance winner any second. I'm sorry. At least I'm transparent, right? Do you guys have questions? No, everybody's good? Everybody's... Woohoo! You already knew that, maybe? Hopefully you learned something new. Okay, y'all are a lively bunch tonight.
Hey, Corey, I do have a quick question. Can you hear me? It's Deborah.
I can, yes. Shoot.
Okay. I guess as a teacher, there's a whole lot of us that are doing side things outside of our regular teaching jobs or being a counselor. So I feel like I'm inundating, like I'm trying with the power of threes, and people will get to a point and they want to communicate. They'll go to the website. We talk about the cost, and then all of a sudden it's, $160. Well, that's a whole lot. And I guess with teaching, where I was starting with that was there's just so much. Like when I look on my Facebook page, there's so many teachers doing 31 and Plexus and Thrive
Right.
and those sorts of things. I mean, any advice on balancing out? I mean, I know what helps and what doesn't, but I also know why people are doing what they're doing, I guess, in our field, or in my field rather.
Do you just mean like other network marketing companies, or do you mean specifically like weight loss kind of stuff?
I think, the other network marketing, because it's, I've got other teacher friends that are posting, I'm on Thrive and I've done nothing and I've lost 35 pounds. And I'm like, you have done something. You can't just lose 35 pounds.
Well, the thing is, as soon as you stop doing quote unquote nothing, you're going to gain it all because you don't learn anything about the process and about eating healthfully and about working out and doing it the right way. Right. So that's the problem with the gimmick. But I mean, really to them, you just have to be consistent, and you have to show them that those gimmicks are going to come and go, and people are not going to keep off the weight, and they're not going to become healthier and come off of medications and all of that. And so they're going to come back to you. That's what you have to remember. Like, you stay consistent, and those people will try those things and will fail, unfortunately. I mean, it's sad to say, but they will. And it makes our job harder because there are so many gimmicks out there, and they don't necessarily want to invest their money if they're not sure it's going to work. So certainly offer the money back guarantee. Like, you always want to make sure they know about that.
Right.
And then just stay consistent, like with your own progress and your own results. And then, like I said, pouring yourself into challengers, it really helps too, because they see these are real people, real transformations, and it takes work, but it actually works. And just share yourself. And I mean, I think the key is to care about people. I mean, you will never make money in this business if you don't genuinely care about people. You just won't. And I think that the difference with us and other like network marketing companies is that we're not selling makeup. Like, we have what people need. People are dying. I mean, they need what we have. They need health. They need to lose weight. They're morbidly obese. I mean, obviously not in all circumstances, but they all, every single person out there has some type of health or fitness goal that they'd like to achieve. And, the people who are educated in that area know that it's going to require work. And so those are the people that are the best customers for us now. And I would say that the others will be our customers in the future. They're not there yet, but you know what? We don't want them yet. If they're not ready to commit,
Right.
if they want the gimmick or the easy way out, we don't want them to commit because they're going to fail. And they're not, and that doesn't help anybody.
Right.
So we really want, people who are ready. And I know it's frustrating and we don't want to be the salespeople. We don't want to be salesy, but I would say just keep sharing your journey. And it's not like we're selling makeup or something like that.
Right.
Or, whatever. I don't even know what 31 is, but whatever they sell, I don't know what they sell, but I don't think.
Like bags and
gotcha.
things like that. So.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I would just keep sharing, and don't lead with the sale. Just explain the value, and don't ever apologize for the price ever, because when you start doing that, you devalue it. And I think it's so worth it. Like when I was doing personal training, it was $100 an hour. That's a lot of money, right? Or to me, that was the going rate, $100 an hour, and that's just for a personal trainer, 1 hour, actually it was 50 minutes, 50 minutes, $100. And people didn't flinch. People didn't even blink at that, and then on top of that, you have the gym membership, which is anywhere from $30 a month to $150, $200 a month, depending on how nice the gym you choose. Then there are also, you pay for a meal plan. Generally, you pay for, you don't even have an accountability group. So all of that's without any type of accountability. You don't get money back for the personal trainer. You don't get money back with the gym if you don't meet your results. And the other thing too is people who have gym memberships, they walk around the gym. Do they really even know what to do in the gym? When you're weightlifting, do you know before, like if you're not following a program like Beast or the Fix Extreme or something like that, if you go to a gym, do you know what you're supposed to do? Do you know like chest and tries or back and bis or whatever, and what exercises you need to do and how many reps you need to do and all of that? Our programs, they're all based on science, and these trainers have figured out exactly what that sequencing needs to look like for you to get the best results. And that's the thing is, I did personal train. I was a personal trainer for years and taught group exercise classes and all of that. And I still love to do that occasionally. But my best results, I even had, most personal trainers have their own personal trainers, which is kind of interesting. But my best results didn't come from, yay, the girl I wanted to win one. Yay. Sorry. Anyway, the best results came from working out at home. Seriously, the best results I had came from Beachbody programs working out at home. And I worked out with a personal trainer 3 times a week, and I worked out 7 days a week doing my own stuff, and I knew what I was doing. And I still got better results working out with Beachbody programs at home, it's kind of amazing. But anyway, you're not going to sell that to people right away. They have to just follow your journey and see, and eventually they'll come around. But they will eventually come around. And you just have to really show them the value. And Shakeology, for example, it's $4 a day, but oh my gosh, like how much crap are you not buying, right?
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Not buying now. It saves us money because we're not buying any processed junk to fill that need, the cravings and all of that. Plus, you budget it into your grocery bill. It's a meal. It's not just, we don't go to Starbucks or anything like that, but I hear people compare it to that a lot, but we're not, we don't eat fast food or anything like that. So it's part of our budget. And, I feel like it's worth every penny, frankly. We're not sick. We don't take vitamins anymore because those are our vitamins. I can't tell you the last time we went to the doctor. So it's, I feel like it's worth it. But anyway, you just have to really, and I know I'm preaching to the choir. You guys just have to really kind of spell it out unapologetically. And when people are ready, you find a way to pay for the things that are important to you. How many people do you know say they have no money and they're going to take a really nice trip, or they're going to have the best phone, the latest iPhone, or, whatever, the nicest TV, or whatever, like fill in the blank, we really do. We can afford the things that are important to us for the most part. And there are obviously a few exceptions, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. Okay.
And
Thank
those
you.
people will come back around. I mean, you're a new coach, so you're seeing like you're getting the no's and not right nows and things like that. Those people absolutely will be the ones contacting you 2 months down the road, 3 months down the road, and being like, okay, now I'm ready. I've decided, I tried this and it didn't work, and now I've gained more weight and I'm in a worse place than I was when I talked to you 3 months ago. So, you just have to be patient, and the consistency, that's where it really comes in, because they'll see that you're consistent and they'll go, okay, I trust you completely. You have credibility now. I'm going to go with you, and I'm not going to flinch at paying $140 or whatever. And then, like I said, they have a money back guarantee. So
right.
If it doesn't work out, and I've never had anybody return it, so I just pulled out my earplugs. Sorry about that. Okay. Anybody else before it cuts us off? Any questions? Okay, let me read what Debbie chatted. Yeah, I think she will come around, Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it. People just want the easy way out. Unfortunately, that's our culture. But they're going to realize okay. It's not available. It's not there. Maybe one day a pill will be developed, but as of right now, it's not out there. Okay. Anybody else? Any questions? Everybody happy? Everybody had a good day? Carrie, did you have a good day?
Yes, I did. It's been a long day, but it's a good day.
Yeah, it
I was
has.
enjoying my dinner. I apologize. That's rude.
Oh, no, you're fine. Please. You got to do what you got to do. The last call I was on, I was nursing. So
Hey, that's pretty,
kept the camera
do
on
what
my
you got to
face.
do.
Exactly. I didn't subject anyone to it, but.
And I was interrupted by the repair guy during my workout. I didn't appreciate that very much, but it was all right.
I always put a sign up on the doorbell, and I say it's because the kids are asleep, but really it's because I don't want to be interrupted.
Right. No. I'm like, I can wait on cable. Thanks. Just a minute.
Yeah, exactly. But I will when I don't work out at 4:30. When I work out at 4:30, I'm uninterrupted.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that works pretty well. Thank you, Jennifer, for staying up so late.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for doing the call for us.
Absolutely. Hope you guys got something out of it or learned something.
Yeah, I
Yes.
do.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
I will talk to you guys all on Facebook. Have a
Sounds good.
Good night. Good night.